Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Another Saturday morning, doing a live session here. Again, all things multifamily house. And for those who don't know me, my name is Richard Ensing. I'm a local realtor here in Mission, servicing the Fraser Valley. And I'm passionate about multifamily homes. So we're going to be getting into that. But just going to hang out here for a second. Wait for some people to come online and go from there. I imagine everybody's out doing stuff, or probably maybe not doing anything, but just taking it easy. Obviously, it's a long weekend, and so all good stuff. Making sure everything is looking tickety-boo. Got some pages loaded up. Sorry. So I've been looking at homes here with a couple clients, and it seems to be that people are more engaged with the idea of multifamily living. A lot of people don't want a mortgage. A lot of people just want to have simpler lives. And I truly believe that multifamily living is that. And so we're going to get into that here shortly here, and just talk about some new multifamily homes that are on the market that may be of interest to you and your family. Some of them are going to have 2 suites, some may have a coach house. I don't really know, because I'm just I'm going into this kind of blind. Going to be looking at what has hit the market here recently. And so with that in mind, let's dive into this. I'm going to switch my screen over. Got some people coming in. Interior Helicopters. Melanie, nice to see you this morning. Hope you're doing well. Let me just switch my page, just because last time I didn't switch my page over. So lesson learned from last time. I was just talking to a screen and you guys weren't watching anything. And so like I mentioned, we're gonna be looking at some new properties that have hit the market recently, all things multifamily. And so again, self-plug here. This is a website that I've created just to make it easier to find these types of properties. I know you can go onto realtor.ca or REW, and a lot of people, this is where they go. And fair enough, it's a good website. It's got some great information. But I also wanted to just make a website for my own purposes, really. That way I could easily find homes of suites, homes with 2 suites, homes with coach houses, duplexes of that nature in any of the Fraser Valley cities. And so this is a website that I've essentially put together here, and just under house hacking here. If you want to know what house hacking is, you can go look there. But we're going to start off with some houses with coach homes. I know there might be some new ones here, so we're going to cycle through those, probably the homes with coach homes, because it seems to be the hot thing lately as far as what people are after, as far as what I'm seeing. And we're just going to filter this by the newest, most recent one. And just to see what's out there, see if there's anything that catches my attention or catches your attention. And I'm going to be monitoring the comments, so feel free to dive in there. And so $3 million for this beauty. What do we got here? What kind of coach home is this? Oh, it's not bad. The next thing I should actually load up here is like a Google Maps here. So I'm just going to be doing a high overview. I know last week I was getting into the data here, quite into the nitty gritties, but just want to see what's out there, see what you could potentially do with these properties, right? This one's nice part of Langley, backs onto some green space here. right, 3 million bucks. What we all got here? Main house, coach home, detached shop, a 1-bedroom guest bungalow. Looks like it's got like three living spaces here. Looks like a farm ranch here. Huh. That's pretty cool. Cool. Yeah, let's move on to the next one here. Let's just see here what we got going on there. Langley. Another one in Langley. And sometimes these aren't truly coach houses here. That's probably that right there. Probably right there. Big open doors. $1.5 million. Where are we? Right up 200 there. Yeah, down south there. It's kind of not a true. Interesting. Okay, I understand it now. There it is. Yeah, that's all right, I guess. What else do we got here? Let's back out. Maple Ridge. This one looks more interesting. Probably has a proper coach house. Actually, let's see here. It's funny. I always laugh when this happens because it's like my own website. It's telling me to sign up. Yeah. I don't know. What about you? Do you like the coach houses? Sherry and Joyce, do you like coach houses? Let me know. I know you guys joined here. All the way from Edmonton. I think that's where you are. Yeah. Let me just type this into chat here. Let's see. Sometimes they got floor plans on these. Ah, there it is. Perfect. Okay, so so it's connected. This is like a place I used to live in when I first moved back down to Langley in 2012. Good morning. 2012. I rented a room. Yeah, I think it would have been. Looks like it's mirrored a little bit, but I rented a room in a house. And Buddy had a house just like this, the hallway going to the back garage. And then he rented out the coach house and rented out the basement as well. So this is kind of interesting. We got 3 suites here. So I just wonder how the doors are shut. This is top of the stairs here, downstairs. So there's a door there. Okay, so that's where the door would be. This is actually not too bad of a place. You got the suite here, 1 bedroom suite, and you got a 2-bedroom suite, which this is actually not too bad of a house. Where is this sucker? 1.5 million bucks. Clayton Heights. Yeah, it's funny. Actually, it was just around here that I lived. Funny. That's a throwback. Yeah. It's not too bad. So let's just see here. I'm just curious. Excuse me. How much this would rent for? Let's go to Marketplace. Property rentals. That's where I live, Mission. Back up. It's basically right here where the house is. And so what I like to do is just to get a sense of like what things are renting for. It's not a true indicator because again, these are actives. And so let's just see here the price. Where's the price? Oh, there it is. I know it's not going to be over $2,000. So just because it's hard to filter out. If you do bedrooms, it's like you can only do 1+. Unless someone knows differently, let me know. Because like every time I look at this, I'm like, you can't do like 2 and under. It's always 1+, 2+, 3+. I don't like it. So, $1,200, $1,400, $1,900. Seems insane. 1880? Buddy's smoking something? Townhouse? This isn't a townhouse. This is a coach house. Okay. Studio. $1,250, $1,500. That's for a 1-bed. 2-bed. You could probably get like 14, maybe a little bit more. 2-bed. I think I did $1,800. Call it like $1,600, right? So you're looking at here, you could probably get $1,600 for this. Coach houses do fetch a little bit more than your typical basement. Obviously this is a 2-bedroom, so you'd probably get a little bit more here for this one because it's $1,600. Call this one $1,200 to $1,400. You're looking like an extra $3,000, right? And then this thing probably has a mortgage calculator, so let's just see here. Yeah. Right, so let's just say this is probably like what you would like sell a house. It could be pretty hard to afford this property price. Oh, I messed that up. Let's just say you get it for that. Down payments, $700. Annual interest rate, kind of 4%. Payment paid, so like $3,000 covered. Right, so you're paying $1,000 a month. Obviously, there's more. There's property taxes, insurance, water, gas, electricity, all that stuff. But this is not a bad place. It's not a bad place at all. Let's move on to the next one here. Let's just see what else we got going on. See what else we got going on. There's some bigger ones, but I'm more interested in like what's this one here? $2 million. I'm more interested in like the proper townhouse. Or sorry, like, I'm all confused now because Buddy here calls his rental a townhouse. Coach house. I'm interested in the coach houses. Rare, available, massive. That is a massive home. Interesting. Buddy's saying 8,000. You see that? Oh, I can't really see it. It's blocking you. $8,000 a month on this property. Because it's got 2-bedroom coach, which is sweet. You could probably get like $1,600, $1,700 for that. And then what else is it? 4 bedrooms up with all own ensuite bathrooms. Okay. That's pretty nice. While offset the cost of the 2 legal, $700. 2-bed off. So it looks like there's potentially 4 living areas in this property, which that would be interesting. So let's just, I don't know, if you want to live in Surrey, let's see here. Let's get rid of that. Maybe there's a floor plan here. There's got to be. There's no way, buddy. Built in 2012. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Robbie Johal. Okay, let's look at this thing. So this is the laneway. We have the 2-bedroom, 1 bath. It's quite nice. Yeah, you're probably like $1,600-1,700 for that. Upper floor, 1, 2, 3. Look at that. Ensuite. This is Jack and Jill. Primary room, so you have the walk-in closet. It's pretty nice. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, they just put a interesting. This probably wasn't here before. This wall. It just seems weird. Put a wall right down the middle. It probably wasn't a wall. What's up, Chris? Nice to see you here this morning. Hope you're doing well. Just going over some floor plans on homes with coach houses and breaking it down. So this is interesting. I want to see some pictures of this one. That basement. Let's see here. It's the main kitchen. It's quite nice. Nice walk-in closet. Just want you down to the downstairs. Let's see here. Okay, there's one. Hey, you just wonder if that's like a. You can roll out of bed, cook yourself something, do the laundry, and get some snack before rolling back to bed. What's the floor plan here? 1 bed. Oh, they must have put, yeah, okay. Made into a 2-bed, really. Oh, I see. Yeah, this just looks janky. What is going on there? I just can't see the wall. Yeah, that's kind of an interesting layout there. Yeah, definitely was 1 room. And then they just made it into 2 small rooms or 2 small suites. So it'd be funny to see what this looks like. They don't really show it. But it's funny. But again, you have the coach house, which is proper, right? And then this 2-bedroom, like, I don't know, because it's looks kind of janky to me. Maybe 1,200. This is probably 12 to 14 maybe for this. And then it'd just be interesting to see how like the sound transfer on this, right? You probably have like both these tenants fighting at each other because it's like Buddy's got his TV. Like, where's Buddy's TV in this one? It's probably against this wall here, blaring, and they probably hear it. So I don't know. It'd be interesting just to figure that out. But call it 1,600. Call it $2,000 maybe between the two, maybe a little bit more. So 3,600. 35 to 4. Is that right? No. Yeah, 35 to 4. That's my thoughts on that one. Let's go to the next one here. That's in Surrey. Big shack. Okay, I've seen this one before. We're kind of getting to some stuff I've seen last week. So let's go into houses with 2 coach. Actually, you know what? Let's do this instead. Let's go into the multiplexes. I was talking to another client that actually reached out to me through my website here because they wanted to know more information on coach homes, and I got a whole bunch of information on coach homes here. Anyways, they're looking at some duplexes, but I just don't know if there's any. Well, for them, there was none that kind of fit their price budget, but it'd be interesting to see what's new here. Like, how is this a duplex? Interesting. What do you got going on here? Chilliwack, $950. Oh, what if it's a floor plan? Excuse me. Yeah, this must be a mistake. And that's the kind of Please stop. There you go. That is kind of not the problem, but just something to be aware of, is that a lot of these, it comes down to like the data that they put into the property. So when the real estate agent loads the property up, they may say, yeah, this is a duplex. There's probably some sort of aspect to it. There's no floor plan. It's kind of a pain in the butt. That's something that always gets me fired up too, is like, if you're gonna list a property for sale, like, just do a floor plan. I don't know about you, if anyone's watching right now, do you like to see a floor plan? Because I do. Because I want to know how it's laid out before I go see the property. And so you think as like a listing agent, you'd do a floor plan so that you'd have buyers that come to your home knowing exactly the layout, and then they know that ahead of time, so that they're not getting there like, oh man, I didn't realize the bathroom was there and the bedroom is here. That's not going to work. And then they've just wasted your time. So, I know why they don't do it, because it costs money. Anywhere from $300 to like $500 for a floor plan. It's all dependent on or how big the house is. So, we're gonna move on to the next one. Yeah, these are all old shacks, man. What's this one now? Mission duplex. Look at this thing. It's not new, but it's kind of two homes under one roof. Obviously, it's just an empty lot. I know exactly where that is. If you want to know where that is, I will show you where that is. Out in the back of Mission. Right here. And he's probably looking... Yeah. There's that one tree right there. That tree right there. I don't know if I can even look in here. No. Anyways. That's where it is. Way at the back here. Buddy's talking about putting... There it is. There's the floor plan. Looks very similar to that. Pathway. No floor plan though. 2.6 million though. It's a lot of money. Okay, moving on. Moving on to the next one. It's like, give me a proper... We got a triplex here. Okay. Looks like it's been updated. It's probably older still. Not too old. Would it be interesting to know on a property like this? Like, let's just say you have like 3 couples or 3 families, right? I'd actually be very curious. Let's dive into this. Actually, I'm kind of curious. I have a pretty good idea where that is. Let's see here. I think it was right around here somewhere. Walnut. There it is, right there. Let's have a look at this bad boy. For rent. 2 bed, one large bath, $24.50. That seems like a lot of money, actually. 6 spots. It's a busy road right here. But like, okay. $1,800. Look at some pictures of this thing. It's just kind of nice. Okay. Huh. Let me know. Would you live in this thing? It's like basically a condo. Bit of a backyard. Okay. Look, you and the three of you got like the three couples, three families. You got like a nice spot back here. Storage lockers. Okay, I'm very intrigued right now. Actually, the storage. There's no garage. There's no garage, but 1,000 square feet each. Just wonder how you get into the properties. 3rd floor. Must be a staircase right here. Yeah, that's what it is. Staircase right there. Too bad. Fully renovated. But in the bottom has a patio. Isn't that nice? That's interesting too. 1st floor. Okay, so you got 3 units. Okay, we're gonna run some numbers on this one. Because I want to see. Oh, what I want to do here is just figure out how much how much money it would cost each person. The problem is, yeah, you'd have to come in here with like let's just say your parents have a property and they sell it, and they have 2 other kids that also go into this property with them, or anyone really. Currently earns $81,000 in rent a year. Top floor $2,650, middle floor $2,400, below floor $1,700. This person's probably been in there for a while. Interesting. Property contains accommodations which is not authorized. Okay. All right. I'm gonna load up this house hacking calculator. I don't have one set for this type of. Please, thank you. I don't have one set for this. Let's just see. We're gonna do this one. Co-buy. That's gonna be the closest one. Okay, so purchase price. Curious what's assessed at actually too. You gonna open it for me? Oh, it's taking time. So let's just say you give them 1.8. And your parents' place $1 million. Again, go look up a TD calculator. Go look up a mortgage calculator. Whatever you feel like looking up. Mortgage amount, $1 million. Own rate, 25 years. Sounds good to me. $5,000. Oof, insurance. I don't even know what that kind of building would be. Call it $4,000. It's my insurance broker, Aaron. If you're here, buddy, you let me know. Side note, if you need an insurance broker, let me know. I got a guy. Very good, very fast. All just through online on the phone. taxes, $6,900, 6.8. Yeah. I don't even know what this stuff would be. This is like, these things, numbers are from my house. So let's just double it. And to put in mind, my house is a coach house as well. So it's not just like one house. Anyways, all that to say. So because what you could do is like, say, you leave the top one, you can leave any of them rented out, because the one there was rented out for $2,600, $2,650 top floor. So let's just change this to $2,650 for the sake of this. All right, so you and your parents have to split this cost. Now this is a typical house cost, right? Your parents are probably paying anywhere from based on the scenario. But like this scenario here is like you're renting. You have parents who are renting. Parents who own a home. Chances are they own quite a bit of equity in that home, right? So they have a mortgage of about $280,000. Payments are going to be about $2,800. This is the cost annually for their home, which then brings into the monthly cost of $3,500. And then maybe you have kids, or maybe you are the kid, the adult kid who's renting. You could be paying anywhere from $1,200 for a one-bedroom basement up to, well, depending how many kids and family and what you need as well, could be around $2,500. So you're paying $6,000 between the two of you, right? And if there wasn't this income, you'd be paying only $700 more. But then if you had that one income, now you're paying essentially $1,800 less. But what you could do as well is just not have anything, and then now the 68. Let's give you an actual number here. 6874 divided by 3. 2291. Again, this is a lot of assumptions are made here, but very interesting property. Now they may be able to lunch because they're wanting 1.8 for it, right? Let's say your mortgage is a little bit less because you're not paying that full amount. Maybe they get it for $100,000 less, right? Now your payments are $500 cheaper. Now you're going down here. Am I right spot? Yeah, I'm here. It's $6,300 compared to that. So now you're getting closer, right? Let's just say you can get interest rate difference. Anyways, it's an interesting property. Let's just open this up full page again. Because the issue is if you were to try and go in with 3 people who don't own anything, maybe they use their parents' equity to help for a down payment, or maybe you have a bunch of money. Who knows your situation? But this is interesting. And like, it's been like I have to see it in person, but it looks pretty nice. So that is cool. That is cool. Move on to the next one. I wonder how long it's been in the market actually for. 40 days in the market. Paid $940 for it. Let's just see here. Probably didn't look as nice. Yeah. So they put a bunch of money into it, that's for sure. gardens back there. Yeah, buddy's trying to get a lot for that thing. Be interesting. Anywho, let's see what else is out there. It's a little cheaper. Something a little cheaper. Let's see what this thing is. Proper Chilliwack. Yeah, they probably spent a bunch of money on that. Sorry, I'm very intrigued by that property. All right. See if there's any floor plans on this one. Oh. Lots of stuff. Building plan, floor plan. One, two, three. How's this situated? Okay. Huh. Did they just duplicate this? This doesn't seem right. Should be mirrored, doesn't really reflect properly. Let's have a look. So something like this. Bunch of people looking in your backyard. Love it. Could use some new grass. Oh, Katie McKenzie, welcome. Just looking at some houses. Some duplexes or triplexes right now in the Fraser Valley. Doing a little assessment on them. So nothing too special in here. And so, yeah, potentially, let's say you're two couples could buy this together. Maybe your parents live on one side, you live on the other side. A couple options there. Let's go back here. What's this now? Rental units. Or $1.5 million, something seems off. Anyways, we're gonna go check out houses with 2 suites. And so with the 2 suites, again, you could have, your mom, your grandparents, yourself, or you could have your adult kids in there, their families. A couple different options when it comes to houses with 2 suites. So we're gonna filter most recent ones. Like Let's see this one, the most newest one. Interesting. Brand new, basically. Brand new. See the floor plan. 3D. Whoa. Fancy. Okay. We got some stuff going on here. Okay, we got the garage. We got 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Oh, we heard that in there. Wrist just cracked. Living and dining room. So you got a kitchen here. Living and dining room. And then you have 3 bedrooms. Huh. A walk-in closet, ensuite. I guess that would kind of be the primary. Got a bathroom there. It's kind of nice. Kitchen. This is upper floor. 1, 2, from primary. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this space, the laundry. There's a laundry in here. Washer and dryer. Okay. 4 bedrooms. Here's the other one. So it's a little 1 bedroom. Little 1 bedroom, you lock that door. You have this massive like rec room, mud room, bath, pantry. It's pretty nice. So you got a 1 bedroom, you have 3 bedroom, and you get a 1, 2, 3, 4 bedroom. And you get a 2-bay garage. Kind of like that. Let's look at some pictures now. Let's look at some pictures now that we understand what's going on. Okay, so there's the 1 bedroom. It's a foyer, living room. Well, we got Steve here. How's it going, Steve? We're just looking at houses with multiple suites in it, so multifamily living. You know, parents, kids, maybe people you know could go in and buy a house together. So this house has 3 living spots. A little fancier, brand new, built in 2024. That's quite the color. There's the mudroom going to the garage. So this is the 1 bedroom suite. There's the bedroom, I guess, bathroom for it. It's got some nice finishings. I love it though. We got like an expensive house, and we got this like fan from the 1950s strapped to the wall. That's funny. For all you fan people out there, I see you putting your fan on full speed. Can't sleep without it. I have a cousin, and we didn't live together, but we hang out quite a bit when we were younger. And he always has a fan. And I remember one summer living with him, or not living with him, but like seeing them for like a week or something. And because he had the fan, I got addicted to the fan. And then I needed a fan. It's brutal. I had to like wean myself off of this thing. So for all you fan people out there, it's different. It's different. Let's see here. It's laundry. So this is the other kitchen. This is in the 3-bedroom suite. It's not bad. It's pretty tight. Oh, I guess that's looking. Yeah, it's looking. That is looking from here that way. Okay. That's nice. Heaters, fire going. Talk about And it backs onto a river? Dude, take my money. I like this one. Don't like the price though, but what do you do? Maple Ridge. Brand new. What are we talking here? Let's see. Oh yeah, backs under the river there. Or people want to live in Maple Ridge. Interesting. Maybe a dirt bike track? No. 2.6. So, 3 people. You could have like 2 bigger families, and then like, I don't know, you could have your mom or one of your grandparents living in here, and then they can just kind of come in and go, and then they got their own space. Put the side porch here. And there's cool options there. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Langley. We've seen this already. We've seen that one already. So look for something. Let's go with the cheapest option here. Let's just see what's going on here. Oh yeah. I've seen this one already. This one's back onto like an industrial park. Let's look at this one. 3 suites, it says. 3 kitchens. Total privacy, kids in the back play, instant help with the mortgage from 2 suites totaling $2,250. Well, there you go. This would be interesting, actually. So you live on the boonies, getting $2,200 or $2,250 a month. $1 million. It's not bad. Actually, what I'd like to do actually is just do this first. Grab the floor plan here. The floor plan. Let's see if they got one. They do. I like it. I like it. So, main floor, upper floor. So we got a den. Could be, I guess they're calling that a den, but they're probably using it as a bedroom, realistically. And then this one here. What's going on there? Let me see this house again. Okay. Upper floor, 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms. Access to here. I'll tell you. Go downstairs. I imagine they're using this as a bedroom. It's probably a bedroom. Laundry. Washer and dryer. Laundry. Okay, so 1 bedroom, 1 big bedroom, some storage, bath. See, 4 bedrooms up, 1, 6 beds. Not bad. Not bad. And that's something you kind of want to look for. It's just like, do they have washer and dryer in all of them? Or is it a shared washer and dryer? Kitchen. So for $1 million, seems reasonable, but like you say, we're out in the boonies. Well, that's going to be the last one we're looking at here. And yeah. So there's a couple houses that we found that was interesting this time around. Let me switch my view here. And but yeah, hope you found that helpful or interesting. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Let me know. For me, it's just to find properties that make sense for you as a homeowner, you as a buyer. Show you what's possible, see what's out there, showcase some of these properties that you may not even thought of as an option, because it's like that one that was brand new, like 2.6 million. But I can hold basically a whole like 3 generations. You got, let's say you're a parent, you have a bunch of kids, you have a bunch of adult kids, you can live in the main place, and then you have adult kids who have their own family who can live in the other place, and then you have like mom and dad, or mom or dad, depending how the life is, can live in the 1 bedroom there, and everybody can be on the same property, taking care of each other. I don't know, I think there's something beautiful about that, something cool. And but then there was some cheaper options like that triplex there. That was cool. I'll probably do like a feature video on that and get more into the nitty-gritties on that one, because that was kind of interesting. You can go in three people in on it. Because 3 people, even it was like 1.7. $566. Yeah, some good stuff there. But for those of you that live locally here and watch it, got an event happening here soon. Client appreciation event out at Greendale Acres. So come check that out. I'm going to be there. And what else am I looking at? Oh, it's not sharing. That's all good. So I'm still working on the market updates as well. Those have been working in progress. I plan to do that about once every month. We'll do a Mission one and an Abbotsford one, getting into the nitty gritties of like what's going on in the neighborhoods. And then the plan is the other days of the week or other weeks that I'm not doing that, I'm going to be doing something like this, where I just go and talk about properties that I see hit the market. And then pretty much just a spot where you can just come and learn about multifamily, because I do think it's the future. I think this is where things are going, right? Homes are becoming more and more expensive. People all they can afford these days is a condo or whatever it may be for their situation. And parents are now helping kids get into the market. So lots of good stuff here. But on that note, I'll probably just cut the stream short here. Got nothing else to say. Gotta get some things ready to go. So I will see you guys next week. Have yourself a great afternoon, or whenever you're watching this. Have yourself a good day, and we'll see you next week, Saturday, 8 a.m. We'll be talking about more multifamily stuff, showcasing what's come up from now till then. That way you never miss a multifamily home that comes up on the market. Take care, and